Welcome to my Chanel the World coin. Today videos is one you won't to miss. We're diving into the world of coins top 5 cents. So let's get it started. The 1983 United States 5-cent coin, commonly referred to as the nickel, holds a unique position in American numismatics and everyday currency. Though it represents a low denomination, its design, composition, and usage reflect broader trends in U.S. history, economy, and culture. The 1983 nickel continued the long-standing design known as the Jefferson Nickel, which was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, the Jefferson Nickel features on its obverse, front, a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Behind Jefferson's profile, the word Liberty is inscribed in script, followed by the date 1983, and a small mint mark indicating where the coin was produced, either P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. The absence of an S mint mark indicates that no proof nickels were minted in San Francisco for general circulation that year. The reverse of the coin prominently showcases Jefferson's Virginia home, Monticello, a neoclassical structure designed by Jefferson himself and emblematic of his Enlightenment ideals. Above Monticello are the words "E pluribus unum," a Latin phrase meaning out of many, one, symbolizing the union of the states. Below the mansion are the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. The font and design remained consistent through most of the 20th century, creating visual continuity for American citizens across decades. In 1983, no special commemorative design replaced the Jefferson Monticello imagery, but this year is still noteworthy for its broader context within American minting. In terms of composition, the 1983 nickel consisted of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a metallic combination that has remained unchanged since 1946, after the temporary wartime alloy, which included silver, used from 1942 to 1945. The coin weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters with a smooth edge. During 1983, more than 900 million nickels were struck for circulation, with the majority minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Due to the high mintage and lack of major production errors or low mintage varieties, the 1983 nickel is generally not considered rare or particularly valuable in circulated condition. However, uncirculated or proof-like specimens, particularly those with sharp strikes or full steps on Monticello's staircase, may attract interest from collectors. Economically, the 5-cent coin in 1983 played a greater role in everyday transactions than it does today. The purchasing power of a nickel, though limited, could still contribute meaningfully to small purchases, vending machines, payphones, and coin-operated services. Inflation over the decades has eroded the utility of low-denomination coins, but, in 1983, a nickel was still a relevant part of pocket change. Politically and socially, the early 1980s were a period marked by Cold War tensions, economic recovery efforts under President Ronald Reagan, and a growing interest in American history and symbolism. The presence of Jefferson on the coin underscored American ideals of democracy, education, and rational thought, a subtle yet enduring form of cultural reinforcement carried in every citizen's hand. The minting practices of the early 1980s were also shaped by technological improvements and cost considerations. The U.S. Mint was refining its production quality and efficiency during this era, though it also faced challenges related to coin hoarding, the rising cost of base metals, and the need for more durable coins. While errors like off-center strikes or die clashes occurred occasionally, the 1983 nickel does not have widely recognized major errors, making those with such anomalies especially collectible. Proof sets were also produced in small numbers for collectors, often housed in hard plastic cases and containing mirror-like finishes and frosted details on the designs. However, due to a reduction in San Francisco's proof coin output, 1983 did not yield as many proof nickels as other years, which adds a slight aura of scarcity to high-quality specimens. From a numismatic perspective, the Jefferson Nickel series has received varying levels of attention over the decades, with collectors often focusing on key date coins, full-step designations, or transitional errors. The 1983 nickel fits into this broader collecting landscape as a common but still historically interesting piece. It represents a continuation of design and policy decisions made decades earlier, and offers insight into how coinage reflects a nation's values. Additionally, the coin serves as a useful tool for educators and historians discussing the role of Thomas Jefferson in shaping early American government and architecture. In a cultural context, the nickel and the image of Jefferson have been subject to re-evaluation in modern times, especially regarding the contradictions between Jefferson's ideals and his status as a slaveholder. These complexities add layers of meaning to the coins that bear his likeness, prompting discussions not only about monetary policy, but also about historical memory. While the coin does not directly acknowledge these issues, its daily circulation invites reflection on the figures honored in national iconography. The simple act of spending or receiving a nickel can thus serve as a subtle connection to the nation's foundational debates and evolving identity. In conclusion, the 1983 United States 5-cent coin is a small but symbolically rich artifact that offers insights into American history, economy, art, and culture. Though it may not hold great monetary value, its design, usage, and context make it a meaningful piece of numismatic history. As the years pass and physical currency becomes less central in digital economies, coins like the 1983 nickel serve not only as tools of commerce, but also as tangible links to the past. A pocket-sized emblem of the ideals, contradictions, and continuities of the American experiment. So this video, like and subscribe.